The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fourth-round pick. This is Dameon Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Mills. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 38. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Andre Cisco there on the stop. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Play fake, Mills. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the wide, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mills now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Mills. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. On the move past the 40. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
23 yards the pickup there.
Now in his 9th NFL season, Brandon Cooks remains a model of consistency. Had a career-best 90 catches in 2021 and his 6th 1,000-yard season in the last 7 years. No surprise there that they were looking for him to pick up a 1st down, and he gets it done.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Mills' throw taken in by Collins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Hey, we knew that it was going to be a Herculean effort from that distance. Had to drive that kick low, and you see the result, Charles. Someone got through and got a hand on it.
And from this outside observation post, I love the aggressiveness of both teams there. One to attempt that long field goal, and the other to send the house and go block it. He hit it pretty well, and I thought he was going to have a shot at it, but a nice effort on the other side, batting that one down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And they'll run with Etienne. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Etienne. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days. Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. No doubt about it. But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling. And happy. Moore, the man in motion. From the 44, Mills. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mills on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down. He was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Jaguars take over first down at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, Mills. He's got Akins, the tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mills. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Mills. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something's off with that one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Come on, set. Hey, Delta. Hey, hold it.
They go play action now. Lawrence Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. 20! And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence. Completing it here, Marvin Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with ETN. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans. A first down throw for Mills. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Mills on the sneak, and he is going to have a Texans first down.
And instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Eluding the pressure right. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket?
Production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the pick six a moment ago, here's Mills again. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Give left side for Pierce. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mills. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. Throwing, Mills. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Mills. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Etienne once more. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and a couple. Mills. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Tyson Campbell, and the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 75 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a 1st down. Etienne up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jerry Hughes on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's a give to Madison running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage on the run. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Patterson's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs? Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they'll go again with Etienne. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. This to perhaps salt this one away. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So not just important the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football. And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly. Yep, 2-score game. Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. And he's out of bounds with a 1st down with 11 seconds remaining. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game. Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. Mills looking to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this. They seemingly force turnover after turnover after turnover. Every time you turn around. Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really a stellar performance. So for the Jags, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4.